Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to the Tech Fact blog podcast, where we help you improve your English listening skills while discovering new vocabulary and learning something helpful every day. I'm your host from TechFact.site, and in today's episode, we're exploring a very timely and exciting topic: the top 5 tech trends shaping the future of work in 2025. Whether you're a student, a remote worker, a freelancer, or someone just curious about how work is evolving, this podcast is for you. Let's get started. Let's begin with a simple question. What does the future of work really mean? Now, many people might imagine robots taking over everything, but in truth, it's much more than that. The future of work refers to how technology, flexibility, and skill-based roles are changing the workplace. Instead of traditional 9-to-5 jobs in a physical office, more people will work remotely or in hybrid settings. The demand will be for people who understand digital tools, data analysis, artificial intelligence, and strong communication skills. And yes, it also means more freedom, but only if you keep learning and adapting. You might be wondering, why? Should I care about these tech trends? Well, the reason is simple. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. These trends are shaping not just where we work, but how we work and who gets hired. If you don't keep up with the latest technology, your skills may quickly become outdated. But if you do learn these trends, companies will value you more. Employers today prefer someone who knows how to use AI tools, manage remote teams, or analyze data, rather than someone who simply holds a degree. It's all about staying updated. Let's talk about the first big tech trend: artificial intelligence and automation. These two terms are changing everything. Repetitive tasks, like data entry, calculations, and scheduling, can now be done by machines. That's excellent news. It means you can focus on more creative work, problem-solving, and decision-making. But here's the catch. If you don't understand how AI works, or how to use tools like ChatGPT, Jasper, or Zapier, you could be left behind. Learning how to use AI tools is now a life skill. And if there's one key skill you should master this year, it's prompt engineering. This is the art of giving instructions to AI to get the right results. And we've written a detailed guide on it at TechFact.site, so be sure to check that out after the episode. The second major trend is remote work and hybrid models. Now, this isn't just a temporary change caused by the pandemic. It's becoming permanent. Companies are now allowing employees to work from home, and that's great for flexibility and work-life balance. But working remotely requires new habits. You must learn to use tools like Zoom for meetings, Slack for team communication, and Trello for project management. These platforms are the backbone of the new digital workplace. If you don't know how to use them effectively, it might not be easy to collaborate and grow. We've published a detailed article about these tools on the TechFacts site, including their pros and cons. Feel free to give it a read if you want to explore them further. Our third trend is a word you'll hear often now: upskilling. Gone are the days when a university degree was enough. In today's job market, what matters most is whether you can adapt and learn new things. Courses on platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and Skillshare are now essential for personal growth. Start your day with curiosity. Learn a new tool, practice a new skill, or read about a new concept. Make this a daily habit, and once you've mastered one skill, move to the next. That's how you build long-term success. Upskilling is no longer optional. It's the new way to stay relevant and competitive. Fourth on our list is a fascinating topic: blockchain and Web3. Most people still think blockchain is just about cryptocurrency. But in 2025, it's also being used in areas like supply chain tracking, identity verification, and smart contracts. And Web3? It's the next generation of the Internet, decentralized and user-controlled. Understanding how these systems work will become a significant advantage. If you want a future-proof career, start learning about blockchain today. We have a whole blog post on this topic at TechFact.site. Be sure to read it after the podcast to understand how blockchain and Web3 can unlock new opportunities for you. And finally, our fifth trend is virtual and augmented reality. You may have heard of VR used in games, but it's now being used for training, virtual meetings, and even job interviews. Imagine attending a work conference while sitting in your living room. That's what Meta and Microsoft are working on. If you're in a creative field, like design, education, or training, learning tools like Unity or Adobe Aero can give your career a real boost. Plus, teaching others how to use AR/VR can become a source of income. This is the future: immersive, interactive, and remote-friendly. So here's the big question. Are you ready for the future of work? We've seen that AI, remote work, upskilling, blockchain, and VR/AR are not just trends. They are the building blocks of tomorrow's jobs. The only way to stay ahead is to embrace change, keep learning, and use technology wisely. Remember, no one is perfect, but with hard work, passion, dedication, and continuity, even an ordinary person can become an expert in any field. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Tech Fact blog podcast. If you enjoyed it and want to improve your English while staying updated with technology, don't forget to follow our podcast, visit TechFact.site, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, TechFact. You'll find new blog podcasts, how-to guides, and tech tutorials every week. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and never stop growing. This is TechFact, your guide to the future.